and just started beating them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, part of the game you think this is. My motherfucker people told you to stick up. It's a motherfucking stick up. Don't get it fucked up. All y'all motherfuckers, get up out of all that. Whatever you got in your pockets, put it in this motherfucking bag. You know? And trust me, after that, we went from car to car. You know what I'm saying? After that, then we pretty much kind of like, you know, we did good that night. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was a good night. You know what I'm saying?
That was around the time when he made the transition. I still stuck with the gun game then. You know, the guns was my thing. You know what I'm saying? But little bro, he made the transition to the, you know, to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing his thing. Yeah, people was doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't my thing, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, it wasn't for me to jump into that when that drug thing wasn't my scene. But you know what I'm saying? When he made it, no doubt. I had his back, you know, when he made the transition, you know what I'm saying? It was still, the love was there, you know what I'm saying? We still was tight as ever, you know? It's just that, you know, the drug thing wasn't my scene.
Right. So shit, my crew was half the projects, you know what I'm saying? You know, my crew was like, you know, half the people that was out here that was doing what they was doing. You know, you had separate people, you know, and at the same time they was doing their thing and they held it down. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, you got to have somebody as one person to try to form an alliance with each other, and some people didn't really understand that. So now you got to put your foot on some of their necks in order for them to understand that, yo, I'm not trying to, you from my hood, so I'm not trying to go to war with you or nothing like that. But if I have to, because you won't pay attention to what's happening, you know, then I got to do what I got to do. So for the most part, this is our hood. I don't want nobody that don't live out here coming out here, you know what I'm saying, you know, doing what they doing. You know, bad enough, we destroying our people, but I don't want nobody else coming out here to do it. Right. Okay.
So the story was you had a plan like, yo, you know, I got this dude, man, get some paper. And then called a meeting in the hood, you know what I mean? Right. Now, half of these niggas in the hood got to come to this meeting. If they don't come to this meeting, we're going to shut them niggas down. Right. That's how the attitude we have. All right, I'm with you, fam. This is what you want to do.
Because it's already, I didn't mean to cut you off, it's already existing crew in the project. It's already
existing in the project already. So he's like, damn, what's going on in this hood? You understand what I'm saying? Damn, we can do this too. So he always, anybody that's getting money, he got to get money too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He didn't table through. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, all right. Then call a little meeting, gather up a couple of dudes. You know what I mean? What you see, part of this right here. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So what it was, the idea worked. Well, he had loyal niggas. He had strong niggas with him. All right, let's go shut this down. Like he said, I'm a gunman. Right. You understand? I like beating niggas up all day. That's my job. That's what I do. Okay. You know what I mean, as far as me hand in hand and all that shit and doing that, I mean, that's not me.
Right. You just had a part to play and you played it.
Right. You know what I mean? So that's what basically how I seen it got into it.
Oh, okay. So how the other niggas take to that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all doing that. I mean,
they ain't have no choice.
They had no choice.
Oh, okay. No choice. So it wasn't even no war or nothing, no shit like that.
It was wars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? They told me one time, gather 15 dudes, 20 dudes. All right. I got about 20, 30 dudes. All right. Just snatch everybody's shit up. And what you got, you keep that. I paid the little niggas here. We gonna go just every block and just take shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mr. Klein said, that niggas is dead. You know what I mean? That's how we running. You know what I mean? And niggas like, what?
I held a meeting with all those who I knew would stick up niggas, those who I knew was thorough enough to go at other niggas, whether what group or what crew they was in, it didn't matter. You know, the consequences to them, they didn't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, I told them to throw it all for me. Yo, I said, rob everybody, the whole projects, shut the whole projects down. Everybody, nobody is exempt from this robbery right now. Rob the whole hood and tell them I did it. Tell them I sent it. And from that point on, all the dudes that was in position, I was getting phone calls by like, yo, what's going on? Something happened? Yeah, something happened. Hell yeah, you goddamn right, something happened. Right. You know, we got people that don't live in this project trying to get work and trying to make it happen and trying to like do their thing out here. That ain't a good look, homie. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is not, whoever's going to school, you need to stay in school, you need to go to school, you need to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if this is not for you, you know what I mean? I'm either die or I'm going to jail. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole theory of everything.
You get with Danny, you know what I'm saying? How did you meet him, and how did y'all, click up like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, a long time ago, when you go from one hood to the next and you're trying to form your name for yourself, you hear different people's names. So I'm hearing Danny's names back in the days, and then that's unfortunate on his part that he wound up getting locked up and he had to do like a little bit over 5 years or whatever. So for us to not see each other, that was like the cause of it, because he wound up going to do his bid and I wound up going to do my bid. Because when I came home, he was trying to come through Red Hook, put his mark down, lay his fingers down on the hood, because he was doing his thing elsewhere, doing other things.
When I bumped into Danny, I had just came back to Red Hook, because I was hustling in Coney Island. And I had just came back to Red Hook and started doing my thing out on Red Hook. And I had gotten to a little altercation. And when I got into the altercation, I had stabbed the person up. I had blood all over my clothes. And then when I came around the corner, after the little altercation, Danny, Supreme, and Shamel was coming around the corner as well. So when they saw me, they pulled out their hammers and everything like, yo, yo, what's going on, Klein, what's up, what's up, what's up? I said, nah, yo, that's when I was going hand to hand then, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, this fucking crackhead just tried to beat me for 5 jumps, man. I ain't going for that shit, crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was zoned out. I was mad as a motherfucker, nigga tried to beat me for 5, you know what I'm saying? So, that was just like my quick, immediate reaction, you know what I'm saying? It's like when a nigga tried to beat me for him, I pulled out a knife and just started stabbing him up. And Danny was like, yo, man, I like this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, Danny told me, like, yo, go upstairs, change your clothes, come back downstairs, throw all your shit in the incinerator. I was like, yo, I'm on parole, homie. I'm on a run. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So, I wound up coming downstairs, hollering at the homie for a minute. Yeah. And, the shit he said, man, made me stay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if I feel catch me, he just gonna catch me, whatever, it is what it is, But, I wound up being like, I hate to say an overnight success though, man, but in less than 24 hours, man, I was at a joint, man. I went from 28 grams fucking with him, you know what I'm saying, on some, like, coming at him on some consistency shit, because I was like, yo, all I need is a consistent nigga to keep up with me, man, you know what I'm saying, because I can pop this shit off, I can make it happen, because I got the right niggas that's going to go 24 hours with me, you know what I'm saying, we going to hold the block down, you know what I mean, we going to hold our little, do our little movement and get our numbers up. So, once that happened, like, I went from Danny to, like, from 62 to calling a nigga like an hour later to like, yo, I need $1.25. From $1.25, I kept my flip going. So like 2 or 3 hours later, I called him back and like, yo, I need a $2.50 to like half a joint. And then when I got to about like 3 or 4 o'clock, like 3 or 4 o'clock, maybe a little later than that in the morning, I went at the nigga and told the nigga like, from the half, I should be getting like a joint at you like by 12 noon or something like that, And he was like, yo, where you doing this at? So I was like, under my building. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So he's like, yo, homie, though, don't you know you got a gold mine? And like, I got the Shy Rules, the KPs, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like, it grew into like having like L, Mike, you know what I'm saying? J-Rock, Manny, you know what I'm saying? Like, having like Rob, Black, my whole crew. Like, I mean, I'm forming a crew right before my eyes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas are starting to look at me on some like, yo, I believe in this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this nigga, like, and like, hold up, in less than like no time, you got to acknowledge me now. You looking at when you was looking at everybody else and you wasn't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, the light shining over here in this corner over here. And like, yo, who that in that corner? Hey, yo, that's Klein. Oh, man. Who don't let